Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Stedman. Today I'll be teaching you how to crochet this beautiful bikini cover-up or mini dress. If you put a liner, it will be perfect. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's very easy to do. I hope you guys like it and give it a try. And here is the list of material you're gonna need to make it. This design is a size large, even if you don't see in the mannequin, because it's a little bit gathered on the back. Plus, it has a lot of room in here. You see? If you want to make these smaller, what you do a couple of rows less in the top, this part of the bra, and a few less rows in the back, and then you automatically will have less room to do the stitches for the lower part. The same if you want to make this bigger, you do a couple of rows more in the top part and automatically do a few more in the back, and you will have more space to create more of this design for the lower back. You can adjust this to any size. Just try this part as you work, okay, in the each part of the bra. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click on the little bell. That way you get notification each time I upload a video. Remember, I make my videos in Spanish and English. If you receive a Spanish video and you want to see an English, go to the main page of my YouTube channel that you will find the English version in there. To make this bikini cover up or a dress, if you put a small dress inside, you know, a liner or something like that, this is the yarn I'm gonna use. I have 6 of them, but I already did one of the front of the bra part, and I use what is missing from this one. They are 100% mercerized Egyptian cotton. The size of the thread is number 5. There's 50 grams, 160 meters, and it's fine 2. So the number of the thread is number 5, but it's a fine 2 thread, and it's a very light pink. The crochet hook is 2.5 millimeter. You're gonna need tapestry needle and scissors. If you don't have enough yarn to continue with the same color, and you have other color that match the color that you're using, a little bit darker, you can use them as well for the length. For example, with the color that I'm using, if I don't have enough, I can use this one next and then this one after. That way it's like a ombre or gradient color to the lower part, from lighter to darker. That is, if you don't have enough for the length. This is the one that I already made. It's very easy to do, and it looks very delicate. You can do a liner or a bra cup. Just sew it in, and you'll have a really nice piece. This one is a size large because it's for myself. This can be done any size you like. You just have to do more row or less, depend on the size that you wear. So it's very easy. We're gonna start from here to the center, going back and forth. For this one I did a chain of 15 plus 3. So you're going to do a slip knot, and you're going to chain 15 plus 3 to turn your work around. Here I have my 15 chains plus 3. Now you're going to do a yarn over, and you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then number 5 you're going to do a double crochet. And you're going to do a double crochet on top of each chain space, and you will end up with 15, counting those chain 3 as number 1. do 1 double crochet on each chain space. I'm gonna do the last double crochet in the last chain space. Now in the same space you're gonna do 2 more double crochet in the last chain. 1 and 2. You're gonna chain 2. Now in that same space you're gonna do 3 double crochet. Remember we finished with 1 and then we did 2 more, that's 3. So you have to start with 3. So you go to the same space where you have 1 strand, and at the same time I'm gonna lose the extra tail. I'm gonna do 1, 2 and 3. Now you have 1 strand under each double crochet, and you will do in that strand a double crochet. So on the opposite side of the one that you did, you're gonna do another one until you get to the last one. And it will be like that, nice and round on the tip, and that's this point in here. I'm going to do in the last strand, and the last one is on the chain 4 that you left here when you start, and that one you're going to do the last double crochet, and it will be nice and straight like this. Now you're going to chain 3. You're going to turn your work around, and you're going to do a double crochet on top of each double crochet until you get to the last one before the chain 2 space. So when I get to that point, I will show you what to do next. I did the last one on top of that last double crochet. Now inside the chain 2 space you're going to do 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, chain 2, 3 double crochet and the chain 2 space, and 3. Now you're going to do a double crochet on top of each double crochet until the last one, and that's the repetition that you're going to do for this part for 2 more rows. In total I did 1, 2, 3, 4 of these double crochet row, and the rest was this lace stitch. Now if you want this a little bit wider, this part, to cover more, you do 2 more row of this, and then you will do only 4 of this lace. I did 6 in this one, so you will do 2 less. Okay, but it's exactly the same repetition. You do a double crochet on top of each double crochet. When you get to the chain 2 space, you will do 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and then you continue with a double crochet on top of each double crochet. Now we're gonna work in this part. So like I mentioned before, if you want this a little bit wider, you do 2 more rows of double crochet, and then after that you will do the rest with this. I'm gonna chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna turn my work around, and in that same space where you have the chain 4 and that double crochet, you're gonna do a double crochet. Yarn over, you're gonna skip 1, 2, and the third one, you're gonna do a double crochet. You're gonna chain 1, and you're gonna do 3 double crochet in the same space. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, you're gonna skip 1 and 2, and the third one you're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, a double crochet, yarn over, 1, 2, and the third one you're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet in the same space. 1, 2, and 3, and that's the repetition that you're gonna do all the way until here. When I get to there, I will show you how you're gonna continue. But remember, you're gonna you start with a chain of 4, a double crochet in the same space, and then you skip 2 double crochet, and the third one you do a double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. You skip 2 double crochet, and the third one you do a double crochet, chain 1, a double crochet. You skip 2, and the third one you do a double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet in the same space. So now you will do the same. You will count 1, 2, and the third one you will do a double crochet, chain 1, a double crochet, and so on. Okay, until you get to here. I will show you how you're going to work on the tip. Now you have 1 double crochet left. You're going to do a double crochet in that one, and 2 more inside the chain 2 space. You always have to do 3 after you finish the stitch, because you skip 2, and then the last one you will do the stitch and the next one. You're going to chain 2, and you're going to do 2 double crochet, and in the first one you're going to do a double crochet. Now, and in the next one you will have to do exactly the opposite of what you did in this side. You will have to start exactly the same. So you finish with 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. And now for this one that you did it that way up, a double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, and the way down, that way they are exactly in the same position. You have to start with 3 double crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet in the same space. That way they're exactly the same and the opposite side. So you're going to count 1, 2, and the third one. This time you're going to start with the 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to chain 1, and you're going to do a double crochet in the same space. Yarn over, 1, 2, and the third one. you're going to do a double crochet, chain 1, a double crochet, yarn over, 1, 2, and the third one, 3 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, and like that you're going to continue all the way until the end, and I'll show you how you're going to finish and start the next row. Now in the last chain, in the third one, we're going to do a double crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet in the same space. And like that you finish the lace part of the first row. Now for the next row, you're going to chain 3 this time. You're going to turn your work around, and exactly in the same space where that chain came out, you're going to do the double crochet, and we're not doing the double crochet in the chain space in between because you want this to be nice and straight on the border. You're going to do a yarn over, you're going to come to the chain space, and this time you're going to start with a 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, chain 1, and 1 double crochet. So you see, in the row before, the 3 double crochet are in this side, and in this one they are in the opposite side. Now you're gonna work the V stitch inside the V stitch. A double crochet, chain 1, a double crochet, and the chain space, 3 double crochet, chain 1, a double crochet, and the V stitch and the V stitch. And like that you're going to continue all the way to the tip, and when you get to here I will meet you to show you what to do next. Now you're gonna go to the third one. Remember, you have the V stitch on top of the V stitch, and then you'll have 3 double crochet. On the third one, you're gonna increase one of these motifs. You're gonna do 3 double crochet in the same space, because as you work, you're increasing the motifs on the tip when you do the stitches in the center. Now you're going to chain one, and in the same space you're going to do a double crochet. You see, you increase one of those motifs. Yarn over. Now inside the chain 2 space you're going to do 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, and you always have to do 3, that way in the next row you have the 3 stitches for the next motif increase. Chain 2, in the same space you're going to do 3, 1, 2, and 3. Now you go to the first double crochet and you're going to do a double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. You go to the V-stitch, so you will see it here with the chain space, and you're going to do your V-stitch. And it will look like this. If it look a little brown like that, that's fine, it's normal, because that's exactly what I did in here, and you see that is perfect. Yarn over. Now you go to the chain space, and here you started with the 3 double crochet, chain 1, and you did the double crochet. Now you have to do the opposite on the other side. You have to start with the double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. And the V-stitch on the V-stitch. And the next one, a double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, and like that you're going to continue all the way until the end of this row. Then I'll show you how you're going to finish and then start the next one. You're going to finish, you're going to count 1, 2, and the third chain. Remember, we started this first row with 4 chains, so you have to have one in between. So you go to the third one, and you're going to do 2 double crochet in this one. Just like that. And you finish the second row. And if you're making this for a young girl, you can leave it like that size. You'll go to the part where I do this chain 6 space, and when you do the second piece in the last row, you will attach them together, and you can make this as small or as big as you want. You just for a small you do less, and for a bigger one you just work more. It's very easy to change the size. So now we're going to work on the third row. You're going to start with a chain of 4 this time. You're going to turn your work around. In the same space, you're going to do your double crochet in the same little corner. Yarn over. Now we're going to do the opposite of what we finished here. We're going to start now like row 1, a double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. And the V-stitch. next chain space, a double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, and like that you're going to continue until the tip, and I will meet you here to show you how to work the increase in the tip. Now we're going to work here in the chain space, and you're going to do a double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. Yarn over. Now you go to the last one, you see, because you had that double crochet, but that's part of this stitch in here, so you will have 1, 2, and the third one you're gonna do a V-stitch, and that's the increase in this. Chain 1 and another double crochet, and that's it. In the chain 2 space you're gonna do 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, 3 double crochet in the same space. In the first double crochet you're going to do the V-stitch, now in here in the chain 1 space you're going to start with 3 double crochet, chain 1, a double crochet, and the V-stitch on the V-stitch. And here in the chain space you're going to do 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, chain 1, a double crochet in that space, and like that you're going to continue this row until the end. It's going to look like that. I'm going to finish with a double crochet on the third chain, chain 1, a double crochet, and like that you finish that row. Now in the next one we're going to increase 1 stitch on each of the 3 double crochet, and instead of 3 there will be 4 in the next 3 row. Okay, so if you're making this less of this, you can do the last row with the 4 double crochet. That will give a little more space in this part in here. You see, don't make any different, don't make it flirty, you know, like wavy or anything. It's perfect, nice and flat. So you're gonna chain 4, and from now on you will chain 4, and you will finish with a double crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet in the next 3 rows. In the same space you're gonna do your double crochet. That's always stay the same. Yarn over. Now in the next one, see, in the chain space you're gonna start with 4 double crochet, and instead of 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 1, a double crochet in the same space, and the V-stitch on the V-stitch. Go to the chain space and you're going to do 4 double crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet in the same space. And like that you're going to continue this row, and I will meet you at the tip to show you how you're going to work the end in here. And if you look at your piece, it will be in here nice and straight. In this V-stitch you're going to do the V-stitch, in the last double crochet, because you had this one that is part of the V-stitch, and then you had 3 in the last one, you will do 4 double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet, and a chain 2 space, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and the same space. It's very easy. You just increasing in the top and doing the same repetitions. And in the first double crochet, you're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, 4 double crochet, and 4. On the V stitch, in the chain space, you're gonna do your V stitch. In the chain space, you will do a double crochet, chain 1, 4 double crochet, and 4. And you will continue with your stitches, the V stitch and the double crochet and 4 double crochet until the end at this row, and it start to look like that. And then I'm gonna finish here with a double crochet on the third chain, chain 1 and another double crochet in the same space. And like that we finish that row. We had 2 more to go, and it started to look like this. We're almost done. We're gonna do exactly what we've done so far, what we did in this row, except that the increase here will be a V stitch on the top. You're gonna chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn your work around and do a double crochet in the same space. It's very easy, the same repetition over and over. You're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, 4 double crochet in the same space. And we have one more row to do of this. So, and 4. The V stitch. So you're gonna continue working until you get to the tip, and then I will do the increase stitch. I think it's a V stitch this time, and we'll work on the other side, and then we just have one more row to do, and then this. I finish here with my double crochet, chain 1, a double crochet in the same space. I'm gonna chain 4, turn my work around, do a double crochet in the corner, and I'm gonna work exactly how I'm supposed to work the stitch. In the chain space, I will do 4 double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet, and I do the V stitch. 4 double crochet, chain 1, a double crochet, and the V stitch, and so on. And the last double crochet, here you have to do 4 double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet, and then the increase and here in the corner, and the stitch that you're supposed to do on the other side, exactly the same, but the opposite on the other side. So that's what we've done so far. Do that row, and then I will meet you here to do the border. They look exactly the same, except for the border. So we're gonna do chain of 6 and single crochet all the way around for 2 rows. So I finish here with the double crochet. Now we're gonna chain 6 and turn our work around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Turn your work around, and you're gonna go to the second double crochet from those 4, and you're gonna do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now in the V stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You're gonna go to the chain 1 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to the second from the group of 4. And like that, you're gonna space them around the same distance, all the way around. That's what I did in here. I did that one in the chain space, and then in between the two, and then in the V stitch, and then in the chain space, and then in the second double crochet and the V stitch and the chain space, and so on. In the little corner I did in single crochet, chain 2, a single crochet in the same space, and then exactly in the same space that I did in this side, I did on the other side. I did this single crochet on top of the second one. Now we are at the tip, and I'm going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to do a single crochet and the chain 2 space in the center. I'm going to chain 2 and a single crochet in the same space. Now I'm going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm going to do a single crochet and the double crochet before the last one. It's exactly in the same space as the other one and the other side. And now in this side you're going to do your single crochet in the same space that you did in this one. It's like that. I'm going to work in the last space. 1, 2, 3 chain this time, yarn over, and you're going to go into the third chain and you're going to do a double crochet. And now I'm going to chain 3 because I'm going to attach this one to the next one. But for the first one, let me zoom out a little bit, that way you can see what you're going to do in the following one. Sorry if the camera move. So for this one, and instead of chaining 3 like I'm doing in this one, you're going to chain 6 and you're going to do a single crochet in the next chain 6 space, and chain 6, single crochet, and so on all the way around. In the top, in the 6th chain, you're going to do a single crochet, chain 6, and you're going to skip the chain 2 space in the center and continue to the other end. At the end you're going to chain 3 and you're going to finish with a you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to finish with a double crochet at the end, okay, because this will be the side of the piece in here. So for this one with 3, because I'm going to attach this one to the next one. So once you finish the first one, that you're going to do the whole thing, you'll do the second one, and when you're working in the second row of this, when you start, you're going to start attaching the two of them together. I'm going to attach them in 5 spaces. That will create 5 spaces here with this one, okay? And in the center you will have 4. So you chain 3 when you finish the first row, the double crochet, you will chain 3, and you go here in the first chain 6 space of this one, and you'll do a single crochet. Now we're going to work on a zigzag. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to work in the next 6 chain space of this one, and you're going to do a single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to come to this one, to this second chain space, and you're going to do a single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to go to the one that you are working on and do a single crochet. 1, 2, and 3, and this one. 1, 2, and 3, and the other one. 1, 2, and 3, and this one. 1, 2, and 3, and the other one. Make sure that you go to the next chain 6 space. And 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 to the other one. Let me count, see how many I'm done. And I think I'm there. So I have in the center 1, 2, 3, and 4 space. Sorry, I'm put a little bit off camera. See, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you count this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 with these 2. Now you'll continue working in the other side that you have to finish. So you will chain 6 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and you go just in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and in that one. And then you'll continue working all the way around of this one. Remember, a single crochet, chain 6, a single crochet, and here all the way to the end. You'll finish with a double crochet in the third chain, and you will have your piece like that. If you do one more, it will be 2. You see how much I bring it to the in here, too close together in the top. But if you want, you can do that. You can try it, do a few more until here, and then try it around in front of you. But for me, with 5 is enough. So it will look like this. I put some of these from a sport bra. It's a little bit like a cup like that. It's almost like the same from swimming suits. I put it there. I may sew those one in here. That way it look really nice like that. I give it the shape. I really like it. I decided not to cut the yarn in here because I'm gonna continue in this side, doing this side, and I'm gonna work in 4 of these spaces for one side and then 4 in the other. I already did this side, that way you can see how it look. So I did 11 row without counting the 2 row from this border, so in total 13. I left it there long enough just in case I have to do another row, or if I have to decrease a row, I will decrease after. Now I'm going to start working in this side, and I will be working in 5 spaces, exactly the same as I did in here. That way they have the same width. Okay? Now we're going to work in this side, and it will be exactly the same in the other side. Work on this 5. For this side that I already cut the yarn, I'm going to do slip knot, and the other side you just do you work without doing this part. But for this one, the slip knot, not too small, that way the knot stay in the inside of the piece. So I'm going to come here to the top of this double crochet, go through those 2 loops and pass that slip knot, and you see the knot stay in the inside, and you're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You're going to turn your work around, and you're going to do a single crochet in the first chain 6 space, and that's how you're going to start and end your rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. A single crochet in the chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Single crochet in the chain 6 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Single crochet in this one. I have 4, counting this one as the first one. You see the smaller one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and you're gonna do a single crochet in the last one. You're gonna chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You're going to turn your work around, and in the first chain 6 space you're going to do your single crochet. You see, you start exactly the same as in the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Single crochet in this space. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, and a single crochet in this chain 6 space. Again, you're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You're gonna turn your work around and work exactly the same. And the first chain 6 space, you do your first single crochet, and like that you're gonna work back and forth until you have your desired length. For me, it will be starting with that row 11, and if I count these two, 13. When you finish, it will look like this. And this side. And you will do the same in the other one. So now I'm gonna do all the way around a border of single crochet. That way it will look much neater in the piece. And it's better to do it now. That way it will give us a base as well to work the lower part. So I finished in this corner. I still have some yarn from my first ball, so I go a long way. So I'm gonna work in the lower part first. And the amount of row that I gave to this piece, it was perfect. Let me cut this, it's a little bit too long. I don't need that extra. And I'm gonna start. And this border, I'm gonna do 4 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 4. In the space of the single crochet, you're gonna do 1, you're gonna do 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. In the space of the single crochet, you're gonna do 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4. In the space of this single crochet, you're gonna do 1, and like that you're gonna continue 1, 4, and a single crochet and a single crochet, and I'm gonna continue like that, working single crochet. I'm gonna work single crochet, and here try to do the amount that you're supposed to in here. If it's 3, you do 3 or 2 or 4, depend. It can be a little bit extra in the lower part because we're gonna work our lower part, and then you will do the same on the other side. And this part where you had your 6 chain, you will do 6 single crochet. Again, you will do the same that you do in this in the top. And this space that you have 6 chain, again you will do 6 single crochet, and you will work all the way around, and you finish in this one with a slip stitch. Do that, and I'll meet you here to work the lower part of our piece. Here in the center I did 4 single crochet, 1 in the single crochet in the center and 4 in here. The rest are 6, and in here I'm almost done this side, and then we work in the lower part. And this, don't let this open too much, you see, it will be really nice and secure. I finished my 6 single crochet, and there is where I did the first one, and I'm gonna do slip stitch, and I have the yarn there ready to work the lower part, and I'm done the top. So here we finished for today. I decided to divide the video in 2 because it's a little bit long, and this way it gives you a chance to finish the top part, and then you'll be ready for next Wednesday when the other video is here in my channel.